Have you ever considered that personal hygiene could directly impact your lifespan? Most people believe that longevity depends on diet and exercise, but in reality, many serious health issues stem from poor hygiene habits. As we age, our immune system weakens, making it harder for the body to fight off bacteria and infections. Certain areas of the body are often neglected during hygiene routines, allowing bacteria to accumulate, leading to infections, skin conditions, and even complications that can affect heart health and the immune system. I've seen many patients develop health problems simply because they overlooked these areas. In this video, I'll share 6 parts of the body that need to be cleaned daily to protect your health and promote longevity. Many people unknowingly neglect these areas, not realizing the potential consequences. Stay tuned until the end, because the last area is one that almost everyone forgets to clean, yet it has a significant impact on overall health. Now, let's dive in. Number 1. Under the fingernails, bacteria nest, hidden from sight. Keeping your hands clean is something most people think they do correctly, but very few pay attention to the area under their fingernails. This is where bacteria, dirt, and even fungi can silently accumulate. You may wash your hands multiple times a day, but if your nails are not properly cleaned, bacteria can still linger and enter your body through food or small cuts on the skin. For older adults, a weakened immune system makes them more susceptible to infections, and even a small area like the underside of the nails can be a hidden source of serious health problems. Margaret, a 78-year-old patient of mine, loved gardening. She always washed her hands after handling soil, but she never paid attention to cleaning under her nails. Over time, she started feeling slight pain at the tips of her fingers, but since it didn't seem serious, she ignored it. Within a few days, the area around her nails became red, swollen, and increasingly painful, making it difficult for her to use her hands as usual. By the time she came to see me, the skin around her nails was severely infected and required antibiotic treatment. If she had noticed and properly cleaned her nails from the beginning, this infection could have been easily prevented. Bacteria under the nails can lead to common issues such as skin infections, nail fungus, or even digestive infections if the bacteria spread through food. Many people don't realize that even after washing their hands with soap, bacteria can still remain under the nails if not scrubbed properly. This is why many doctors recommend that cleaning under the nails should be a part of daily hygiene routines. So how can you keep the area under your nails clean? The simplest way is to use a small brush, like an old toothbrush, to gently scrub under your nails every day, especially after gardening, cooking, or handling soil and raw food. Keeping your nails trimmed also helps prevent bacteria buildup and reduces the risk of infections. If you have difficulty cleaning your nails due to mobility issues, you can ask a family member for help, or use specialized tools designed for easier nail care. A small habit can make a big difference. If you've never paid attention to the area under your nails, start today. Just a few seconds each day can help protect your health and reduce the risk of unnecessary infections. 2. Feet, the body area that is easily forgotten. Feet are one of the most neglected parts of the body when it comes to hygiene, especially among older adults. Many people simply let water run over their feet in the shower without scrubbing them properly, assuming that this is enough to keep them clean. However, feet contain numerous sweat glands, making them a prime environment for bacteria and fungi to thrive if not cleaned correctly. For seniors with poor circulation, even a small cut on the foot can become a serious issue if not noticed and treated in time. I once had a patient named Henry, 78 years old, who came to my clinic complaining of foot pain and difficulty walking. Upon examination, I discovered a small ulcer between his toes that had become infected. He told me that he had previously suffered from toenail fungus, but dismissed it as a minor problem. Later, he developed a small cut from wearing tight shoes, and because he didn't pay attention to it, the wound gradually worsened. Due to poor circulation, the healing process was slow, and what started as a minor injury turned into a serious infection. If he had taken better care of his feet, he could have avoided this situation entirely. The issue is that many people don't realize the importance of foot hygiene. Fungi, bacteria, and dirt can easily accumulate, especially between the toes, where moisture is trapped. Without proper cleaning, the risk of skin infections, bacterial growth, and even foot ulcers significantly increases. For individuals with diabetes or weakened immune systems, even a small scratch can lead to severe complications. So, how can you take proper care of your feet? First, when showering, use soap and a soft brush to gently scrub your feet, paying extra attention to the spaces between your toes. Simply letting water run over them is not enough, as water alone cannot remove bacteria and dead skin cells. After washing, be sure to dry your feet thoroughly, particularly between the toes. Moisture provides the perfect environment for fungi and bacteria to grow, so keeping your feet dry is essential. If you have difficulty bending down to wash your feet, consider using a long-handled brush or asking for assistance from a family member. Additionally, check your feet daily for any small cuts, blisters, or unusual changes to catch potential issues before they worsen. If you notice signs of redness, swelling, pain, or slow healing wounds, seek medical attention immediately. Feet may not be the first thing that comes to mind when thinking about overall health, but neglecting them can lead to serious consequences. Don't let yourself end up in a situation like Henry. A few minutes each day dedicated to cleaning and inspecting your feet can go a long way in preventing unnecessary health risks and ensuring mobility and comfort for years to come. 3. Behind the ears, where dirt and sweat accumulate. The area behind the ears is one of the most commonly overlooked spots when it comes to daily hygiene, yet it is a place where bacteria can accumulate rapidly. Many people, especially older adults, wash their face and hair but completely forget to clean behind their ears. At first glance, this may not seem like a big deal, but in reality, neglecting this area can lead to skin issues such as infections, rashes, and even unpleasant odors. The skin behind the ears has active sebaceous glands that produce oil, which, when combined with sweat and dirt, creates the perfect environment for bacteria to thrive. If not cleaned regularly, bacteria can multiply, causing itching, irritation, and even long-term infections. This risk is even higher for those who wear glasses or hearing aids. Glasses press against the skin, trapping oil and dirt, while hearing aids create a warm, moist environment where bacteria can flourish. I once had a patient named Roger, a 74-year-old man who came to my clinic complaining of persistent itching and irritation behind his ears. At first, he assumed it was just a reaction to hot weather or friction from his glasses. However, upon examination, I found that the skin behind his ears was inflamed and even showed early signs of infection. When I asked about his hygiene routine, Roger admitted that he had never thought about washing behind his ears. He believed that washing his face and shampooing his hair was enough to keep everything clean. Unfortunately, this oversight had led to an ongoing infection that caused him weeks of discomfort. So how can you prevent this issue? The answer is simple. When you shower, take an extra few seconds to use a soft washcloth or sponge with mild soap to gently clean the area behind your ears. After rinsing, be sure to dry the area completely with a soft towel, as any leftover moisture can encourage bacterial growth. For those who wear glasses or hearing aids, cleaning these devices regularly is also essential to prevent bacteria buildup. Don't wait until the skin behind your ears starts itching, developing rashes, or emitting an unpleasant odor before taking action. A small change in your hygiene routine can prevent bacterial overgrowth and keep your skin healthy. Proper hygiene isn't just about washing the most visible areas of your body. It's also about paying attention to the spots that are easily overlooked. Roger had to learn this lesson the hard way, but you don't have to. 4. Navel. The dark spot on the body that many people forget to clean. The navel is one part of the body that many older adults tend to overlook during their daily hygiene routine. Many assume that because the belly button doesn't sweat much or come into direct contact with dirt, it doesn't require thorough cleaning. However, the truth is that this small area can accumulate a significant amount of bacteria over time. If not cleaned properly, it can lead to infections and even unpleasant odors. As we age, our skin becomes thinner and the body's immune system weakens, making personal hygiene even more crucial. The navel's recessed structure makes it a prime spot for the buildup of dirt, dead skin cells, and bacteria. This is especially true for individuals with deeper skin folds or larger abdominal areas, where the belly button can remain damp, creating the perfect environment for bacteria to thrive. Many people don't notice this buildup until they start experiencing an unusual odor, itching, or even discomfort in the area. One of my patients, Linda, an 80-year-old woman, was meticulous about bathing daily, but had never paid much attention to cleaning her belly button. Over time, she began to notice a persistent, unpleasant smell coming from the area, despite maintaining good overall hygiene. At first, she thought it was due to the hot weather, but soon, itching started to develop. When she came in for an examination, I found that her navel had developed a mild bacterial infection from years of neglect. After guiding her on proper cleaning techniques, she saw a significant improvement in just a few days. So how can you keep your belly button clean without spending too much time? When showering, take a cotton swab dipped in saline solution or a mild soap and gently wipe inside the navel. Avoid scrubbing too hard, as this can irritate the delicate skin. Afterward, make sure to dry the area thoroughly with a soft towel. Bacteria thrive in moist environments. If you notice any redness, persistent itching, or discharge from the navel, see a doctor immediately to rule out any infections. Spending just a few seconds each day on proper belly button hygiene can prevent unnecessary health issues. Don't wait until an unpleasant odor or infection appears before paying attention to this often forgotten area. Linda learned this lesson the hard way, but you don't have to. 5. Hands. How to wash your hands correctly to prevent disease. Hands come into contact with everything around us: doorknobs, phones, money, and even food. Yet many people still wash their hands carelessly, rubbing soap for just a few seconds before rinsing without properly cleaning between their fingers, under their nails, or the backs of their hands. This is a dangerous mistake, especially for older adults with weakened immune systems, as bacteria and viruses can easily cling to the skin and enter the body through the eyes, nose, or mouth. Did you know that unclean hands are one of the leading causes of colds, pneumonia, and respiratory infections in seniors? As we age, our body's ability to fight off bacteria weakens, making seemingly minor illnesses far more serious. If hands aren't washed correctly, harmful germs like E. coli, norovirus, and even the flu can find their way into the body without you realizing it. Robert, a 72-year-old man, is a perfect example. He used to suffer from frequent colds. Nearly every month, he experienced mild fevers, coughing, or congestion. He assumed this was just a normal part of aging. But during a doctor's visit, it became clear that his frequent illnesses weren't due to poor overall health, but rather his hand-washing habits. Once he learned how to wash his hands properly, scrubbing thoroughly between his fingers, under his nails, and for at least 20 seconds with soap, his health improved dramatically. The constant colds faded, and he no longer felt fatigued or reliant on medications. So how should you wash your hands properly? Follow the 20-second rule. Use soap and scrub thoroughly. Not just your palms, but also the backs of your hands, between your fingers, and under your nails. After washing, dry your hands with a clean towel or disposable paper towel rather than sharing a communal towel. Most importantly, avoid touching your face if your hands aren't clean, as that's the quickest way for bacteria to enter your body. It took Robert years to realize the importance of clean hands, but you don't have to wait until illness strikes to make a change. A simple habit like proper hand washing can help you avoid a range of dangerous infections and maintain long-term health. Don't underestimate it. Clean hands may be the key to a healthier, longer life. 6. Mouth and tongue. Proper hygiene to prevent disease. We all know the importance of brushing our teeth daily, but there's one part of the mouth that often gets overlooked: the tongue. Many people assume that brushing their teeth alone is enough for good oral hygiene, but in reality, bacteria accumulate on the tongue's surface and can be one of the leading causes of bad breath, gum disease, and even impact heart health. For older adults, this issue becomes even more serious. As we age, our ability to produce saliva decreases, leading to a drier mouth that provides the perfect environment for bacteria to thrive. These bacteria don't just cling to the teeth, they form a thick coating on the tongue's surface. If left uncleaned, they can enter the bloodstream through inflamed gums, increasing the risk of heart disease and systemic infections. Dorothy, 85, is a prime example. She frequently suffered from gum inflammation, sore gums, and persistent bad breath despite brushing her teeth twice a day. When she visited her dentist, she was advised to clean her tongue daily using a tongue scraper. Within just a few weeks, her gum inflammation significantly improved and her breath became noticeably fresher. She was amazed at how such a small change in her routine could make such a big difference. So, how should you properly clean your mouth and tongue? Remember, brushing your teeth alone isn't enough. After brushing, use a tongue scraper or a soft bristled toothbrush to gently clean your tongue from back to front. This helps remove bacteria, plaque, and dead cells that accumulate on the surface. Additionally, rinsing with saline solution or an alcohol-free mouthwash can further reduce bacteria and lower the risk of infections. Don't make the same mistake Dorothy once did. Neglecting your tongue can have a bigger impact on your health than you think. A simple habit like cleaning your tongue daily not only keeps your breath fresh, but also protects your overall well-being. Keep in mind, a clean mouth isn't just about a beautiful smile. It's a key to a healthier life. As we age, our bodies become more sensitive and vulnerable to seemingly minor factors that can lead to serious consequences. Bacteria, fungi, and dirt aren't just found on our hands or in the air. They also hide in areas that many people tend to neglect, such as under the nails, on the feet, behind the ears, in the navel, on the hands, and inside the mouth. Even a little negligence can turn these areas into breeding grounds for bacteria, leading to infections, skin irritation, bad breath, and even weakening the immune system. The good news is that by adopting proper hygiene habits every day, you can prevent many health issues before they become serious. Taking care of yourself isn't just a personal responsibility. It's a way to protect your quality of life and enjoy your golden years in the healthiest and most fulfilling way possible. Don't let neglect compromise the happiness that lies ahead. Start making these small but impactful changes today. If you found this information helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with your friends and family, and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss out on more valuable health tips. Leave a comment below to share your thoughts or ask any questions you'd like us to address in future videos.